guys, so I've been working on something that I think is very neat. These are fully working 100% randomized supply drops. So what this means is they'll spawn somewhere completely random in the arena with completely randomized loot every time. If any time in the video you don't get something, as usual just comment down below or head to my Discord and ask me there directly. So now I'm pretty sure this works for Java Edition only, but yeah, I'll be showing you exactly how it works, so let's get right into it. Alright, so it's broken up into two parts. The first part is how it gets the randomized loot, and the second are the commands to make it for somewhere in the map. So let's start off with how it gets the randomized loot. As you already saw, it works with droppers. Now droppers are pretty cool when it comes to these sorts of things, as when it gets powered, it will spit out any random item from any slot. So this means you can power a set number of times to put however many items into the barrel, which will become the supply drop. Now let's take a look at the commands. Okay, firstly, I made it set a redstone block next to the structure block to activate it. Now if you don't know what structure blocks are, they pretty much just save and load a part of the world. So in this case, we're saving these droppers and loading them over here surrounding the barrel, so it refreshes the droppers with loot from when it was last used. Alternatively, you can just use the clone command, but I found using the structure blocks just easier. After that, this command just clones this barrel to be over here. Now I didn't use the setblock command because the barrel's renamed supply drop. Then these commands just put a redstone block here, and here to activate all three of the droppers. Then this command just sets it all back to air. Now it does this 2 more times in total, so it activates all 3 of the droppers 3 times, giving the barrel 9 items. So that's pretty much how the randomized loot is done. Now is to pick a random spot to make the supply drop fall from. Now you might have guessed already, but this actually works with chickens because they fall at a set rate. So if you make the chicken visible and create a new supply drop, you'll see that it's cloning the supply drop to move down to the chicken every block it goes down. So to do this, once the supply drop is loaded, it clones it over here and throws all the droppers back to air, so it's ready to clone to the chicken. Then it summons an invisible chicken that's renamed supply drop and uses the spread players command that only targets chickens that are named supply drop to put it somewhere random in the map. Now after that, this command just sets a redstone block here to activate this, which teleports the chicken 20 blocks up in the sky. Now the reason why I had this in a separate chain rather than one long chain was because if you do the spread players command and then immediately teleport it up, it bugs out the whole thing, so just trust me. You have to set a redstone block here in a separate chain. But yeah, so after it teleports the chicken, it displays the text that says supply drop incoming. Then it clones the supply drop over to the chicken using the execute command. Then once it's done all of that, it sets its redstone block over here, which activates the commands to detect if the chicken/supply drop has landed. So now that we have the chicken in the air and the supply drop on top of it, to make the falling animation, you need to continuously clone the supply drop down to the chicken. How this is done is also by another execute command. So it executes at a chicken named supply drop, and if the block above the chicken is air, meaning that it would have flown down 1 block from the supply drop, so if that happens, it clones the supply drop from the relative coordinates of the chicken down to 1 block where the chicken currently is. Cool, now that we have the actual falling animation done, it's to detect when the block below the chicken is not air, so basically when the chicken has landed. So since this command put a redstone block here before, and this command is needs redstone on repeat, it's now always repeating, testing to see if the block below it isn't air. So if it isn't, meaning that it's reached the ground, it clones the supply drop 1 block down 1 final time. Then it displays a message that says a supply drop has landed somewhere on the map, and then it puts the explosion particle on the supply drop, and then kills the invisible chicken, and then sets this block back to air. And now, once you activate it, it should make a supply drop of randomized loot fall from anywhere in the arena. So yeah, I hope you've learned something. Once again, if you have any questions, comment down below or message me on my Discord server and I'll try to help. If you'd like to support me, please like and subscribe. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.